Prepare your wallets as the Steam Summer Sale has officially begun. Now, assuming they do it the same way as last time, the games are going to remain the same on sale the entire time, but they're going to switch out the games on the front page on a daily basis. So basically we're just going to go through the games on the front page. I'm going to talk you through the ones that I know a little bit about, my recommendations, and just go through exactly what's on sale on the front page. So, let us begin with probably what's going to be my strongest recommendation for you today, which is Darkest Dungeon, 40% off, making it £11.39. Check out this game, it looks absolutely amazing, and if you're into sort of dark, sort of Lovecraftian horror and a game that's very sort of grim, I just would highly recommend Darkest Dungeon. Next up is the Assassin's Creed franchise, which doesn't exactly need much introduction around these parts. It's 35 to 75% off. Unsurprisingly, Syndicate has the least off at 35% off, with Rogue following at 45% off, Unity 50% off, and Black Flag is 75% off. You can get the bundle for $62.96, which is about £40. So, I wouldn't say the bundle is particularly worthwhile. There's probably many of you who own a couple of these. Black Flag I would 100% recommend, that's pretty awesome. Syndicate is also a return to form after a very disappointing Assassin's Creed Unity. And Assassin's Creed Chronicles China is also 50% off as well as Freedom Cry, Liberation HD, and pretty much all the Assassin's Creed games are off, pretty much. I would say out of these, I would recommend Chronicles China, Syndicate, and Black Flag. I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise, so have a bash if you're at all interested. With that out of the way, let's move on to Stardew Valley, which has pretty much been raking in mountains of cash for the developer. It is pretty much Harvest Moon, but with lots of improvements and obviously modernised. It has been insanely popular since it came out. I haven't played it myself because it's really not my type of game at all, but people seem to love it, and it's 20% off, making it £8.79. Also fairly reduced is this War of Mine at 75% off, making it £3.74. This is not a game, again, that I haven't played, but I have been very curious about it, so I might actually pick this up myself because, well, it seems like my type of thing. It is a sort of more realistic look at war through the eyes of civilians, where you have to worry about sort of shelter, food, water, morale. It's a very sort of depressing experience. What war would actually probably be like, assuming you're not the shooty shushy bang bang man. You're not a soldier. You're not mowing down guys. You're just trying to survive in this war torn country, and it's pretty horrific, which is what war is probably like, to be honest. So it's really one of the more honest depictions of war that we've had in games. It's not the only honest one, of course, but I've heard nothing but good things, and it looks really good, so I'll probably be picking this up myself, because it is basically free. Next up is a game that I haven't played and probably won't be playing, because it's not my type of thing at all, and it is Stellaris, a grand strategy, and I'm sure for the people that are into this type of thing, this will be fairly tempting. I don't know anything about it. It's not my type of genre, to be honest, but it is 10% off at £31.49. A thing I do know a little bit about is the Banner Saga 2, which is 20% off, making it £11.99. Haven't played the sequel, but the original Banner Saga was really, really good. The art style was beautiful, the gameplay was satisfying. My partner in crime, Paul, actually did a video on it, I believe. So if you're still curious, just have a look at that video and it will give you a nice look at the gameplay of the game, which is fantastic and rather unique as well. So, next up is Payday 2. I'm guessing they're trying to kind of win people back here, as we have it very reduced at 75% off, making it £3.75. The microtransactions have of course since been removed, but I think they've put a lot of people off the game, and to be honest, I can't really blame people, to be quite honest with you. Next up is the Sonic franchise, which is 50% off. Not bad at all. There is a huge Sonic games collection at 50% off, making it £38.99, but you get so many games. There's also Sonic Lost World, 50% off at $9.99, and Sonic Generations is 50% off. Would recommend Sonic Generations. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 is $2.99 at 50% off. Episode 2 is $4.99. And you've also got Sonic Spinball, and obviously all the classic, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic CD. They're all pretty much giving them away. The most expensive ones are probably Generations at $9.99, or Lost World at $9.99, All-Star Racing Transformed at £7.49. Personally, out of those, I would say pick up Generations. That's pretty good, and of course, one of the classics. You can't really go wrong there. If you want to know what Sonic is, don't think it really needs much explanation. So let's move swiftly on to Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which is 33% off, making it £16.07. Obviously, this came out on PC fairly recently after a long time being only on console, and has gotten a lot of praise for being a pretty damn good RPG with a fairly decent PC port. I haven't played it myself, but I've seen a lot of good things, and if you're after a sort of more old school RPG, not bad. At least from what I've read. And, you know, it's not terribly expensive. It is $23.99 full price. It's not exactly a full price game to begin with. Now, next up is a game that I basically know nothing about. To be honest, I hadn't heard of it before it came up on the front page of Steam. Now, I'm going to put some disclosure here. This is an early access game, so do keep that in mind. However, this is what is described as an immersive RPG designed exclusively for virtual reality. So if you own yourself a HTC Vive, then this is something you might want to look up. It does have full room scale and all that good stuff. It is, of course, made for the Vive, it seems. So if you're after something for your Vive, this seems like a decent option looking at the gameplay. It certainly needs work, but it is an interesting concept, a first-person RPG made purely for virtual reality. If you're after a pure VR experience, this might be for you. We've also got all the LEGO games, 33% off to 75% off. Not going to go through those because, well, they're LEGO. I have zero interest in the LEGO games, to be quite frank. I will go through the pricing very quickly. Unsurprisingly, the Star Wars LEGO game is not reduced even slightly, not even the standard sort of vanilla edition, and neither is the deluxe edition. What we do have 33% off, however, is Marvel's Avengers at £16.74, with the deluxe edition of the same game being £22.10. LEGO Worlds is 30% off, making it £8.39. Jurassic World is 66% off, making it £8.49. Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, should I say, is 75% off at £4.99. And you've got a long list of LEGO games going on for a while. The other one I will mention that you might be interested in is LEGO Marvel Superheroes at 75% off, making it £3.74. They seem to have some pretty hefty discounts on the LEGO franchise, so if those games are something you're interested in, I suggest you check it out. We also have some reductions on the Call of Duty franchise. Unsurprisingly, not any huge discounts for these, but we do have Call of Duty Black Ops 3 at 50% off, making it £19.99. Infinite Warfare, unsurprisingly, isn't reduced, given that it's not even out yet. It's hardly shocking. The Advanced Warfare Gold Edition is also reduced to 50% off, making it £19.99 again. And this is the Call of Duty Definitive Collection, which includes a ton of games. Call of Duty, United Offensive, Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghosts, plus over 100 pieces of DLC. However, it is £154.99 at 50% off, which is crazy. Call of Duty Ghosts is 67% off at £13.19. Black Ops 2 is the same pricing. Modern Warfare 3 is £14.99 at 50% off. Same for Black Ops. And World at War is also reduced 50%, making it £9.99. And Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is $9.99 at 50% off as well. They literally have all of the Call of Duty games and the DLC reduced a decent amount. Apologies for that, I accidentally clicked on a video that I had on my other monitor. I know, I did a silly. So, let's move swiftly on from that, shall we, to NBA 2K16, which is a game I know nothing about. Sports games are not my thing at all. What we do know, however, is that it's a fairly nice discount, actually. 80% off, making it £7.99. If perhaps you were umming and ahhing over this particular iteration, that's a decent-ish price, to be honest, for that particular game. I know nothing about it, as I just said, so check out some gameplay, reviews, etc. But that is pretty heftily reduced. Next up is Ashes of the Singularity, which is 50% off, making it £14.99. Not a bad discount, of course. This is one of the few games to actually make use of DX12, so if you want to flex your Windows 10 muscles, this might be something for you. It is very much an RTS, and a very pretty one at that. I haven't actually played it, but I've seen a lot of gameplay. Again, Paul's done a bit of a video, as far as I understand, so you might want to check that out if you're curious at all about what type of game this is. And we have now the Armour franchise, I believe. And we have various deals, as you would expect. Armour 3 is 50% off, making it £14.99. You also have Armour 3 Apex Edition, which is 30% off, making it £31.49. And that comes with Armour 3, Armour 3 Apex, Helicopters, Carts and Marksman. Apex itself is £19.99 if you already have Armour 3. Armour X is also 80% off, making it £5.99. Armour 2 is basically free at £1.59, making it 80% off. Armour 2 Combined Operations, which is, of course, you know, the DayZ mod and everything, blah, 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 blah. 80% off at £3.39. And, of course, Operation Arrowhead is also there at £2.39 as well. And, of course, Armour, Tactics and Combat Operations, Cold War Assault, again, all 80% off, all basically free, given their base games are pretty damn cheap. Now that's it for the sort of main section of the main page. I'm going to very quickly run through, but I'm not going to explain some of the other games that are also on sale. You know, the main page goes on for a long time, so let's just quickly blast through some games. You've got Deus Ex franchise, 75% off, Colart at £5.99, Cobalt at £5.59, Orcs Must Die 2, £2.74, Game Dev Tycoon, £4.68, Surgeon Simulator is £1.39, Anno 2205 is 40% off, making it £17.99, and War for the Overworld is £9.88. So there you go. A little bit of a collection of the games from today's front page Steam sales. My recommendations are Darkest Dungeon, War of Mine from what I've seen, and I've heard good things about Stellaris, so if you're into your grand strategy, definitely check it out, and also Banner Saga 2. So there you have it, that's my collection of deals for today's Steam front page deals. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.